Hi everyone, this is Miss Libertella. I'm the English teacher, and this is just going to be a little bit of information that can be helpful for this semester, including what the students are working on right now. So to start us off, this is my contact information. Please feel free to reach out at any time if you have any questions or just want to talk about your child's progress and their work. I do have my phone number there. I'm fine with texting as well if you'd like to text me, and I'm usually pretty responsive if you reach out. You can see here that most of the information that's being given to your students is on Schoology. And I know that Ms. Rivera covered Schoology pretty um, well in her video, so feel free to watch that if you have some more questions about Schoology. So right now, our students are working on a coming of age unit and they're doing mini book clubs. So all students should have picked up their supplies from Excel, including their books. Um, we've been reading now for about 2 weeks, and for the students who haven't picked up their books, we have offered them an online audio version of the book so they could be listening. If you haven't picked up your books yet, please call Excel to make arrangements. They can be mailed home as a last resort if you're unable to make it to Excel, but also it is a completely, contact-free delivery, so nothing to worry about there. I will show you their reading calendar, but just in general, students should be reading about 8 to 10 pages per day, which is really minimal for an eighth grader. We wanted to ease them back into reading longer novels, but students should be reading every day. They're given time to read in class, but we only see them twice a week, so we're not able to give them all of that time to read, but they are being given some reading time in class as well, but they will need to be reading on their own. And this unit, they're like I said, exploring these coming of age themes about growing up and becoming your own person. And they are using the book club format to talk about their books in small groups with their classmates, which is something that they were really successful with last year and really enjoyed last year. I would love to get a little more participation from them right now with their cameras and microphones on in class. That's been a struggle. However, students are participating in the chat. But feel free to talk to your scholar about possibly being brave and putting those cameras and microphones on. So this is the reading calendar. It's updated every week. You can see, depending on which book your child is reading, they have a set number of pages that they should read daily and weekly. So you can see that right now we're in the first week of February, so right around here. Ideally, by the end of this week, depending on when you watch this video, but when I'm recording it, by the end of this week, your child should be somewhere between the 130 and 170 range of their book, because this is the second week of reading. This calendar can be found on Schoology. It's been there for a couple weeks now, and yeah, hopefully your child is keeping up with it. But again, please feel free to reach out if you have any questions. As the students are reading, one way that we are holding them accountable to ensure that they are reading is we're having them monitor their thinking on a Jamboard. So every student has a Jamboard where they are using these little virtual sticky notes to write down their thinking. And some things that we're exploring right now are character traits. So you can see on this top one, we have a character trait Jamboard where this student is taking note of all the things they're learning about the main character of their story. They're also working on making inferences, right? So I can tell that she is innocent, and then she has her evidence to support that. So we're meeting those standards around looking for text evidence in our reading. And then they also have other slides where they can write down their questions and their connections and other things that are just coming to mind when they read. And this helps us as their teachers just really see what they're understanding or not understanding in the story so that we can then fine tune our instruction to meet them where they are and see what they need next. So this is a really good way for us to know exactly what they need in their reading instruction. Lastly, I'll just talk about grading. You should be checking grades often on PowerSchool. We accept any late work as long as we're still in the unit. So anything connected to book club right now can still be turned in late. However, once this unit is over and we're finished with these books and we move into a new unit that's going to be focused around history and current events, we will close that old section of the grade book and we will not be accepting that late work. But for right now, it's still the beginning of the semester, and we would love any late work that will come to us. If a student does turn in late work, it's always a good practice to send us an email to let us know, or a text to let us know that they turned it in, so that we can update their grade in the grade book. And so that's pretty much all I have. Just remember, my contact information is here. Please reach out if you need anything. And hopefully, all of our scholars really finish this year strong so that they're ready for high school next year. All right, thank you.